All right, ladies and gentlemen, Marco DC is here. All right, so this is a vlog on Richard Koochy and just something that he's been doing a lot of things to try to sabotage me and try to ruin my ability to do well on YouTube. Now, I'm so good that I'm obviously going to do well, but he's trying to slow it down. I don't know why he would think it would actually stop me because I mean I'm good. I'm like super good. Like you see this video, it's great, right? So he's always sending negative messages. Like purposely, if a video is doing well, he'll put a negative comment on it, or if there's if there's if there's somebody that's chatting with me, it could be anybody, any fan that chats with me. He talks to them. He's always constantly looking at who's commenting to me, and he always comments to them, and tells them that there's something wrong with me or whatever. He's always there uh, to trash talk me and make fun of me. He's been doing this for 6 years. 6 years, guys. I'm very, very good. Richard Koochy's been doing, and he's got Hank Hall doing this too. He's been doing this for 6 years. Like, isn't that a long time? Because my channel before was taken down because it was too risque, but this channel is PG, so it's fine. So he's been doing this for 6 years. I'm like, oh my goodness, he has no life. He's the very first time I had my channel, he was always commenting how good I looked and everything because I had a Speedos channel, and so I think he likes me, and he's a chubby guy, like he's overweight, but I would never call him over. I would never call him fat and chunky, which he accused me of. I never. That's not even in my vocabulary. I don't use those words. I'm very protective of how I treat people and how I say things to people. I mean, I might have my off days, but I never, fat and chunky, I never say those things. I never would. As you can see, I have 25,000 videos. I'm never using the words fat and chunky. I'm never, ever, ever going to imply, because somebody could lose weight or whatever. I'm always understanding. And some people have a really hard time with being overweight, so I would never, ever criticize. I was overweight. I was 200 pounds about 2 or 3 years ago. So I would never, ever criticize someone for that. Um, so he's been literally trying to sabotage me for 6 years. Can you believe it? So he's always, and like he even messages people that do podcasts. Like it's ridiculous. You're like, oh my goodness. Like if you have a life, you wouldn't do that. But I'm not. I would never criticize that to someone. I would never say someone has no life. But he's been harassing me for 6 years constantly. Like he's always saying negative things. He's always telling me all this bad stuff. And before I was nice to him, so I would say something nice, and then he would use that against me. He would be like so yeah, I'd be like upset because he's always messaging me, so I'm just saying something nice, and then he would say to someone something negative about me, and they'd be like, that would be like proof that I was nice to him, so they think, oh, he knows him, so he's totally nice, and he's totally nice to him, so they must be friends or whatever. So I'm gonna believe Richard Koochy when he says something negative. So it's been really ridiculous, guys. I'm like, oh my God, like how can you be that weird? I don't know why anybody would try to sabotage someone that's so good, try to ruin someone. But I'm very, very good. I'm very confident that I'll be very successful and do very well. But I'm like, enough is enough. I'm like, holy cow. Um, but yes, guys, if Richard Koochy messages you, do not respond. If Richard Koochy says anything about me, it's not true. He doesn't even know me. I never even met him. I think it might be someone that at my old work. And at my old work, it was a guy that was chubby or overweight, and I was always so nice to him. But he was chubby and overweight, and he would fart and be burp out loud, and I never said anything mean to him. One time I complained about it because it was a bad smell, and I was working there, and I had to work there the whole day. But I never said anything mean to him, and I was always so nice to him. I was always, and I'm not sure if this is the guy. It might not be the same guy, but I was always so nice to him. And people know me. I'm very, very nice. Like if you ever met me, I'm like so nice. I'm like the nicest person ever. And you can tell my channel is like all about rainbows and unicorns, in a sense, it's like the most positive channel you can get. So I'm very, very nice. So I'm like, okay, if people see me with customer service reps, with people that I know, with people that I talk to, I mean, I'm very nice. I volunteered at a hospital for 20 years. I'm like such a nice guy. I look great and look super good. I look iconic and all that, but I'm really nice too. I'm down to earth, and I'm very charming and nice. But I'm very, very nice. So anyway, guys, if he did say something about me on the just to clarify video. I was trying to clarify a few things about something I had mentioned about a girl, and I didn't mean for it to sound bad, but it kind of sounded bad, so I wanted to clarify. And then he said that comment, and then I'm like, oh my goodness. And then, so I'm like, okay, Richard, like, I don't even know you. Like, leave me alone. Like, you've been harassing me for 6 years. I'm like, oh my goodness. And so I'm looking forward to being famous because once I'm famous, then he won't be able to harass me because I won't even see his comments. I'll have so many comments and everything that I won't even see his comments. So I'm like, oh my God, like, come on, leave me alone. Like, my goodness. Like, to message all my fans, anytime anyone says something to me, he messages them. It's like, and some of them might be innocent. Maybe they think he's a friend of mine, and they fall for whatever he says. And I'm like, oh my God, like that's not cool. Like these are my fans. These are fans that want to talk to me. Anyway, guys, click that subscribe, and please, if you hear Richard Koochy say anything negative or anything like that, just know I don't know him. I never met him. He's been harassing me for 6 years. All right, thank you guys. Okay, bye.